guys. Back on Nesquik River. I call it Nesquik River because it's like water's like chalky milk down here. But today we're out here carp fishing today. Right now I'm just getting pulled up into this little cove. Just trying to locate where they're at, where I can see them break the surface at. This channel right here, kind of, the main river flows in behind me and comes out here. Then it kind of splits off into two little coves right here. I was down here last weekend, and boy, they were all over the place. So I figured I'd come back this weekend and try to catch a few of them. It's early. I got down here a lot earlier than I did last weekend. I was late last weekend, but 6:30 right now. 6:27 on the dot. So I'm gonna get up and find a spot that I like, try to see where they're at, and I'm gonna get anchored down, and I'll turn y'all back on and show y'all what I'm doing, how I'm fishing, and hopefully bring y'all some fish. Alright y'all, I think we're ready. And this is gonna be the spot for now. There's a little cove that goes back in right here. It's not too far. And then the main river keeps going down, but it ends down there at the tree line. And then the cove kind of goes back, and we've gotten a lot of rain. It's rained every day for, heck, I can't tell you when. We've gotten a lot of rain though, and this water is real high. That's all this is. It's a lot of flooded grass out through here, which is good for them that they're in right now. All this right here, it's about 40 to 50 yards deep into there. Then it hits back to the main river, and it's all flooded timber. And I can hear them in there right now busting through it. So what my plan is I'm gonna catch this one out through here, try to get them coming into here or crossing through this timber right here, or I'm gonna cast one out through here, kind of on the edge of the grass right here, because I came catfishing last weekend. And I anchored down in that grass right there and was casting back out this way, and they were swimming under my kayak the whole time. There wasn't nothing I could do about them because I didn't have any carp fishing stuff with me. There's one right here in front of me. We need to get baited up, y'all. Let's go. Kind of show y'all what I'm using here. I'm using pack bait this morning, so we're gonna try that out. I do need to get. I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. I ain't got time for that. I need to get my baits in the water. All right, guys. So this is my pack bait. All this is it's a 1 gallon Ziploc bag with 1 can of just corn. Leave all the water and stuff in there. Just pour it all in there. Don't drain it. Just pour it all in there. And 1 can of cream of corn. And then 1 full thing of panko breadcrumbs. And a pack of strawberry jello mix. All you want to do with this, I've got fake corn to put on here. Oh, look at that there. But I ain't got time for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some of this real corn out. Stick it on that hook. Right there. Maybe. Well, I thought I had this fake corn on here already, but apparently not. But all you want to do when you're making this bait, you just want to make it to like a adobe texture, so it stays on that method feeder, which I'll show you that here in just a second, how that works. I at least want to get this one in the water as quick as I can, and then I'll feel a lot better if I had the fake corn on it, just because it'll stay on a lot better. But all you want to do with this, bring it over here, get you a good handful of it. This right here is just a wire mesh spring coil. That's called a method feeder. And all you do, you take your pack bait, stick it in there just like that, cover that whole thing up, pack it in there real good, nice and tight, make sure it don't go nowhere. And what this does, once it hits the water, it slowly starts to fall apart and makes like a little chum pile right there where it lands that in the water, right in that area. It makes a little chum pile. And then you've got your hook that's just laying down there, and carp there. For the most part, bottom feeders or they're suckers. They go on the bottom and sucking up all kinds of stuff and bugs and whatnot. And so they'll come by, they'll smell and see this chum pile down there. And they'll come by, sucking up all the corn and whatnot out of it. And once they do that, they'll suck up the corn that's on the hook, or whatever you have on hook. I've got a couple different things that I want to try out today that I'm gonna show y'all. And but they'll come by and suck it up and suck that hook right up. Alright, kind of turn back around. I'm gonna take this one. I don't have any kind of weights or sinkers on here. That glob right there is plenty, and I ain't throwing it 100 yards. Oh, don't do that. Oh gosh, guys, I done goofed up. That's not good. Well, get off of there, come on. I just got there. Well, yeah, what the heck am I supposed to do now? Boy, I swear that happens like every time I come out here. That hook gets stuck on that darn handle up there. So I ain't paying enough attention to it. Oh, man. Dang it, man. Well, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck. Oh, that's that hook's all the way through it out right now. Alright, well, let me get this one baited up and at least just get this one out in the water while I sit there and fool with that one. Man. Man, oh man. It's got nice weather right now. Or I say it's nice weather, it actually is. It's humid. Humid as all get out. I got here at like 6 o'clock this morning and was already sweating because it's so humid. It's supposed to be about 90 degrees, supposed to get thunderstorms this afternoon, more rain. So I'm only gonna fish out here for a few hours and head on back home before I get rained on. This bottom part, after the method feeder, this bottom part is called a hair rig. And I bought all this on Amazon. You get it pretty cheap off of there. This is a size 6 hook. I think that one's a size 6 too. I've got size 4 and size 6 with me. I'm gonna gotta mess around with them and see which one seems to work better. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get that hook off. I can't get up there and get it. Might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Alright, let me get this guy out there. A lot of people, they'll take this and they'll hook it kind of just back in that chum just like that, just so as you cast it out, which with the real corn I do it just because as you cast out, that hook stays on that pack bait. It's not down here dangling, so when you cast it out, you ain't gotta worry about it flying off. Alright, I'm gonna take this, try not to hook it on nothing, just load it through the cannonball. I'm just gonna cast it right on this edge out here. This water is only 4 foot deepish, something like that, so it ain't too terrible. Cast that right there, just like that, y'all. That easy. slack. There we go. Now back to the problem child. That big up. Now I gotta figure out what the heck am I gonna do with this. Boy, it'd be nice if I could crawl up there. Oh. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Lord, I need some help. Give me a break, help me out. I say we give it about an hour, and we'll start. Once that chum, that big old bait ball starts dispersing down there, I feel like we'll be in a good position. Take a lot of people, they'll take a couple handfuls of that pack bait, and they'll throw them out, chum the area, and then they'll throw the baits out there with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that hook. If I was smart, I'd just cut it off and not worry about it, but I really don't want to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get up there and get to it though. Alright, y'all. Let's quit fooling around, just cut it off. How about that? I got time for this. Okay. Rough start to the morning, huh? Every morning. Always something with me. I just want to cut it as far as I can reach. Can't reach far on it. There we go. Alright. Let's try to do something now, y'all. Need to have lines in the water. Got time to sit here and mess around with this junk. Size 4 hook. Throw that on there. See, I pre-rigged all these at the house. Just because I figured something like this was going to happen. Or if I happen to break off on something, I can just get one of these little baggies out and untangle it. And that's it right there. That's the rig. Got your hair tie down there. Just comes up here to a swivel. Gonna tie that guy on. That blows away. Oh, I might have something on there. Watch that rod right there, something biting on it already. Y'all see that rod? Y'all keep an eye on it while I'm tying this on for me. Let me know when that thing starts bending. Now I know for the last probably 2 weeks they've been spawning. I'm hoping I didn't miss the spawn, which I don't think I did. But then again, I don't know how long it runs for or whatever. I don't know how long it lasts, but I know they're still, I mean, they're everywhere down here. So I ain't worried about them not being here. I know they're gonna be down here. I've been seeing 100 of them. I just don't know when the spawn that starts and ends and all that good stuff. Stick that down there. two other things that I've got. Got this, which is fake corn. It's a lot better than real corn to stick on the hook, just because this stuff will stay on. I mean, it's like a squishy kind of plastic. It's real durable. It'll stay on forever. You can cast it as hard as you ever want to, and it ain't going nowhere. There's a carp up there. And then also I've got these little boilies down here. That's strawberry that I might end up putting on. One of them, just these. I bought them, and they're smaller than I thought they were, and so they ain't staying on the hooks all that great. So I think for this hair rig, I think it's just gonna get a piece of corn on it. Put you about 2 pieces of corn on there, 2 little kernels. Hair rigs come with all these little tools. They all serve a different purpose. I'm fixing to show y'all right here. Like that. Another piece of corn. I usually put, depending on the size of the hook, most of the time I put 2 of them on there. I'm gonna put that on there, that on there. So, now what you do, for y'all that don't know, on this hair rig, you've got the line that comes past it and it's got a loop on it. So what you want to do is take this hair rig, and it's got, I don't know how good y'all can see that, but it's got like a little barb on the hook, on the tool itself. So all you want to do with that, stick it right through the middle of the corn. Don't stick it in your finger. I've done that before. And then you want to put that barb right on that loop, just like that. Then pull tension on it. Push that kernel down. And there you go. There's your piece of corn. Now with the real corn, you ain't gotta do all this. You just stick it on the hook and let it fly. So basically what this does is just kind of just a visual attractant pretty much. And I mean, you could put scents on here and all that good stuff, whatever, but it just attracts them to it. Then once they see it, they're laying on the bottom like that, they'll come by and suck it up and hook it with it, and they'll take off with it. Now that you got that part out the way and done, all the little surgical tools, you want to take, it comes with this little plastic tray thing, I guess, whatever, little holder. All you want to do with this is come in here. It's got all kinds of different sizes. I like to get the smallest ones I can find. Smallest ones that it comes with. So I get those. Y'all still watching that rod for me? I see that line keep going out like that. Y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention to that rod. All this is just like a little V shape. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's still really small. Basically, you want to take that V shape with the point going down to the corn. Stick that line right through it. You just want to push your corn back up onto there. See that right there? That's what's going to lock your corn down in place to ensure that it ain't going nowhere. And then there you go. I always like to take this little, it's got a little rubber band around it. Take it, have the line on the back of the hook. Just like that. But enough talking, let's get this rod out there in the water. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to be casting this one back off that way. Well, all those ripples that, well, fish are jumping at. Big old carp back there. I bought an anchor for this kayak. I think it's just a little 4 or 5 pound anchor. I'm anchored down right now. But still, the only bad thing about that is I'm anchored down right here on this side. Just right here, I'm anchored down. Got tied to the kayak. Only bad part about that is, with me only being anchored down on the one side, this kayak just here, and it's like I'm on a swivel. I just sit here and go back and forth with it. I can't believe y'all done lost my darn hook up there. It's just right there and I can't get to it. It's crazy, ain't it? Oh well. Oh, y'all see that right here? Carp jumped just right here in front of the boat, in front of the kayak. I'm feeling good about today. As many fish as I'm seeing and whatnot, it's hitting the top. I'm feeling good about this spot. That packed on there nice and good. See, one good thing about this versus catfishing, I go home to my wife smelling like dead fish and all kinds of crazy baits and stuff that you gotta use, stink baits and whatnot. This stuff I go home and smell like strawberries. But she might not like that neither. But yeah, I smell like strawberries or I smell like a darn stink bait. You pick. Alright, we're gonna get this one out in the water. Right, look at that, I'm already hooked on something. Get out of here. Alright. This one's gonna go straight out yonder ways. Move it all up so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing out here. Boom. Just like that, y'all. We fishing. We are fishing. I leave a little bit of slack in these lines, which I don't like to do. But I kind of got to with this kayak going back and forth, swiveling. I've kind of got to leave some kind of slack in it, or just be dragging my baits around the whole darn place. That's it, y'all. That's what we are doing. Hopefully we can get on a couple today. I couldn't tell you last time I even caught one. It's been a while. It's been a few years. I've never caught one down here. I've never fished for them down here. I've always fished for everything else down here. Never fished for carp down here, so I'm excited for it though. I think we're gonna get a couple good ones. Brought my net with me today and everything. I'm ready for them. Hot order don't come loose. Whatever. So I got here this morning. Got here about 5:30. Left the house at 4 o'clock. Got down here about 5. No, I left the house at 4:30. Got down here at 6. And got down here early. Earlier the better. And so I get back in this cove. They're all up there in that grass. But come out here in this cove before anybody else gets out here. Most boats can't really get out here. The main creek channel runs through way on out that way. So it's deep over there. Over here it ain't deep at all. So boats, they can't get over here as good as they can over there. So hopefully they'll stay over there, and hopefully I'm out the way of them. But I got down here, got parked, pulled the kayak out and everything, and started loading all my junk up in it. Get ready to walk down to the water. I realized I didn't have my paddle. I said, son of a gun. And so I was walking around trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Looked in the bed of the truck, couldn't find it. Looked everywhere else, couldn't find it. So I was going to walk through the woods, trying to figure out, go cut a dang tree down or something to make one. And sitting there trying to figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm just going to bank fish and not use my kayak and this and that. But I really want to get out here to the spot. But thank the Lord, I still have my paddle under the seat of my truck. Look at there. There's one right there, y'all. I still had my paddle under the seat of my truck, under my back seat. So thank the Lord for leaving that back there, because I probably wouldn't be out here catching this fish right now if I didn't. Oh, that ain't no carp. That's a darn blue cat, guys. Channel cat 1. That's channel cat. Y'all done got me the wrong species. Get on over here, bud. Get on in this net. What you doing out here? You ain't no carp. Good sized channel cat though. Ain't quite what I'm after, but with you having corn and stuff on there, you will catch catfish. Ain't no doubt about it. But hey, that's alright. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you, buddy. You couldn't resist that darn strawberry, huh? Strawberry corn. Let me get y'all up here. Y'all can see me. There we go. What y'all think? I figured I was gonna catch some today. And here we are with one. Oh, he swallowed that hook, boy. Pliers out. I already ripped my hand to shred, boy. You can't do that. What you do that for? I ain't prepared for catfish. I ain't got nothing. Just barely hooked too. Oh, come on. Alright. Nice channel cat. Get him back in the water. There he goes. Alright, y'all, we on the board. Not exactly what I was looking for, but hey, I ain't complaining. That was a good sized fish. One day, I tell myself every time I come down here, I'm gonna do it. And I ain't doing it yet, but I keep telling myself I'm gonna come down here one day, catch a whole bunch of catfish and do it. I'm gonna do a fish fry. I come down here last week, as a matter of fact. Look at there. I come down here last week, as a matter of fact. Specifically for catfish. Ain't get your darn one. Now I'm down here carp fishing and they want to bite. Tell me how does that make sense? Anyways, I get y'all back around my neck. Get this one baited back up and sling her on back out there. That's a good start for the day. I'm gonna clean that blood and whatnot off of it. That's a good start for the day, y'all. Got me a little bit of corn around that hook. Now guys, y'all can get creative with this stuff. Y'all can, I mean, you go on YouTube and type in carp baits and there'll be a million different baits pop up. I mean, you can use whatever you want. Get creative with it. Use whatever you want. This just works best for me, so this is what I use. But I do want to try some more different recipes, I guess. It works best depending on how long you're fishing, where you're fishing at, blah blah blah. It's nice to have at least like a 2-gallon bag, 2-gallon Ziploc bag for this stuff, just because it does go quick. I've only got a gallon bag, but hopefully it'll last me long enough. That line over there is starting to go out. I think there might be a fish on that rod. Maybe not. But this stuff doesn't last all that long, so you gotta learn how to ration it. And about every about every hour or so, you gotta re-rods back in, because that stuff is made to fall off and slowly, you know, fall off the hook. So every now and again, you do gotta reel back in and rebait. That's all right. I think we'll be alright for today. Cast it back out there. Alright, y'all, we're back in business. Turn it around. That guy down in there. I still got a decent amount left. I think we might be alright. A lot of people instead of putting corn on there, you can put, I've seen people put little mandarin slices on it, on the hook. And earthworms, night crawlers, they work really good. Carp like that. Then again, if you use that, you got a really good chance of catching catfish with it. Catfish eat worms. About every other fish eat worms. You'll catch bluegill, you'll catch all kinds of stuff. But you can, they make all kinds of stuff you can throw in there too. You can really, it's kind of like catfish. You can really just throw whatever you want to on the hook, as long as it smells good, and more than likely catch you one. So, well, I'm gonna sit here for a while. Might go ahead and eat my little granola bar for breakfast. I ain't ate nothing yet. And keep an eye on these rods, and I'll get back with y'all when one of them starts bending down. Alright guys, we've changed spots just a little bit. Back where I was, back in that little cove. It's just getting too windy out. It's blowing me all over the place. Wasn't getting very many bites here recently, so we moved out here. I'm seeing a lot of carp right here too. So we're gonna give this spot a try. Bass boaters done showed up and pushed me all over the water. But I just came around the bend. I was just kind of back behind me a little ways. I'm around this bend now. I'm still seeing decent carp up here. So hopefully I can cast up in this little channel and be able to get some, hopefully. I was wanting to find somewhere I can actually anchor down at and try to stay out of this wind some. This wind is just blowing me around all over the place. But right now, all the carp, they're all up on the surface right now. Look at y'all. Y'all see? I hope so. But all the carp, they seem to be all up on the surface right now. And I was fishing 4 or 5 foot deep out that other way. Right here, it ain't but 3 foot deep probably. You know what? Let me pull this anchor up. I do want to move up some. Try to get more in shallow. A little bit more shallow. A little bit more shady, darker spots. Pull this anchor up right here. Let's move up just a little bit. Before we cast out. I'm hoping I can get them as they're crossing right here from all this flooded timber over here to this flooded timber, because that's where they're all at right now, is on the surface, and all this flooded timber going wild. So hopefully I can get them as they're crossing through here, coming up this little channel. think I'm gonna drop anchor right here. At least I'll be up in the shade a little bit. That's good. Back up a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot more shallow right here than what it was. Why them bass motors over there? Hauling butt right for me. I thought they were about to wipe me out. And then the wind starts blowing and everything, and it's supposed to have bad thunderstorms this afternoon. It's supposed to be 15, 20 mile an hour winds all day long. Like I can't even get this kayak turned around now with that wind blowing. Let's get this guy casted out. I ain't casting far. It's casting about 20-ish yards. Really no need to cast out far back in here. I'll try to have one over there. I'm gonna try to have one on the edge of all this brush. Oh, not right here. That wind is my main issue right now. It ain't helping me one bit. But I knew it was going to be windy today. That's my fault. Oh well. When I think about it. Alright, Kentucky. Take this guy, I'm gonna cast him out. Right over kind of on that edge. Right there, boy. Probably 2.5 foot deep. Probably 2.5, 3 foot deep. Where I'm fishing at right now, so we're gonna give it another shot. I was tempted to stay in that other spot just because I've seen so many carp over there, but they were always on the surface. They ain't down in the water deep. I figure I can move where it's a little bit more shallower and hope for the best. But I have got a decent amount of bites in that last spot that I was just in. Over there, I got a decent amount. I couldn't tell if they were just catfish or if it was actual carp. Adjust this anchor some. I don't like the way this thing is. At least with me tucked back in this little cove area, I don't have to worry about bass boats trying to get through here, 'cause I'm right here in the middle of it. This part just goes up a little bit, and it goes back into the main river. So it ain't a big spot at all. Hopefully just big enough to hold some carp. I've seen a good bit of carp in here as I was coming up, because I didn't know if I was gonna. I actually thought about getting on the land right there. That's where I docked. I got up on a bank last weekend and fished off of there for a while. And then I thought about going down to that cove over there, and then there's another cove on the other side of all this, back behind it or whatever. I thought about going to. But as I was pulling up through here, looking at all these different spots, there was 4 or 5 carp right on the surface in here. I figured I'd fish here for about an hour or so, and if I need to, if I ain't getting no bites, get no action, nothing, I can move to either one of them spots. So I might get up on the bank. I can cast off out of the bank, then I can get that thing off, that hook off the front. That's my hood ornament right now. Time check, 8:25. So it's been a little while. It's been about an hour and a half without having any bites. Hopefully as the morning, it gets later in the morning, they'll kind of calm down and start feeding more. Because I don't know if they're still in the spawning stage, or if they're just pre-spawn, post-spawn. I don't really know when the spawn is down here. There's carp right there and carp over there. But was kind of hoping it ain't right dab in the middle of it, cause then they don't care about eating. They're trying to get one another, and but I mean they still got to eat though, and if they are spawning, that don't mean every single one of them's gonna be spawning at the same time. There's still gonna be some that ain't spawned yet or ready to yet or whatnot, and they'll be coming around feeding. But there's lots and lots of them out here. If that wind keeps doing what it's doing, I'm gonna have to get up on that bank. Cause the only bad thing about carp fishing from a kayak is once you throw that dough ball down into a spot, it's gotta stay there, cause it don't have to stay in the same exact spot, but as long as it stays. I don't know if that was a bite or if that was just me. I don't know, there's a lot of slack in that line. Let's see something. Well, I think that was just the wind blowing it. As I was saying, it's nice to keep it, stay as still as possible, because then your dough ball, your bait pile, your chum pile, it's all staying in the same spot right there next to your hook. So as they come in, they can suck all that up, suck the hook up with it. But now when the wind's blowing me down, even though I'm anchored down, I'm still sitting here swinging all over the place, and the wind's blowing me everywhere. And that's just enough for it to, if I cast it and it lands on the bottom right here, it can move a couple feet to either side, which ain't gonna make a huge difference, but it might make just enough. I heard that bass boat over there where I was just at, it just crunk up and they're about to come flying around this bend probably. Be great if they just keep on going. I ain't gotta worry about them. That's another thing, they come flying past me before and sitting there bouncing on all those waves, and just pick my anchor up every time I go up. My anchor come up with it, and I ended up getting all the way just about up on the darn bank. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to reel my rods in and rebait them and cast them back out in that same area, just because I knew there was a lot of carp there, or if I wanted to come try to get out the wind some, try to find some shade, try to find somewhere where I don't have to worry about boats too much, hopefully, and also find somewhere I can anchor down a little bit better at. So this is where I ended up at. But if this spot don't work, then I've got a couple other spots in mind. Last weekend I didn't have this anchor last weekend. I bought it just the other day. And last week when I was down here catfishing, I would just paddle up and get on top of these weed beds, all this floating vegetation and whatnot, and I just paddle fast and get up on those, and they keep me in a spot pretty good. I was using that as a anchor pretty much, but I've got an actual anchor now, so I think I'll be alright. I might end up buying another one, and then I could have one on both sides, but I just don't want it to be too complicated, where I've got to worry about having two of them out here. Just having more stuff in this kayak that I don't really need. There goes that bass boat. Keep on going, buddy. There's so many stumps and trees down this river, and this bass boat's coming through here going damn 80 miles an hour. It blows my mind. There's some spots I won't even go in this kayak just because I know it ain't smart to. Here we go with all the waves. Let's ride the waves out. But as I was saying, if I have two, my thought process is if I have two anchors, one on either side, kind of acting like power poles, I guess you can say, and that might keep me in a spot a lot better. I mean, I can still be able to move back and forth a little bit. I don't know, I have to play around with some things and see. But I mean, so far with this anchor, I'm happy with this one. This is only like a 5-pound anchor or something, and it's done good at keeping me a spot in the spot where I drop it at. It's just once you drop it, that's kind of your pivot point. You just kind of pivot around the area. But I just take my paddle and stay adjusted as I need to, and don't seem to be too bad. Yeah, fishy. That spot I was sitting in, boy, that sun was straight on me. If I would have stayed there, I would have been going home overcooked. I'd be all blistered up by the time I got home, which I ain't. I'll probably stay out here at about lunchtime and about 1 o'clock, and after that I'll be heading home, because I think about 2 o'clock we got thunderstorms rolling in down here. I ain't getting stuck out here in a thunderstorm. That won't be good for nobody. Well, I'm gonna sit here and keep watching on these rods and see what's gonna happen next. Alright guys, carp fishing was I got skunk carp fishing. They just they were real active all morning. Then they just kind of just turned off, and didn't get much bites, and more bass boats showed up, and I was out there burning up as it already was and stuff. So we're on a little side quest right now. I'm down here on the public hunting land now, but I put a camera down here probably like 3 months ago. I put a camera down here before turkey season, turkey scouting, but I put it in this spot. It's a spot I ain't never been to before. I've been here one time, and that one time is when I put the camera right here, and I put it down here. I was on a bow hunt hogs down here during turkey season and turkey hunt, and I turkey hunted one time, not in this spot, the different side of the property. Turkey hunted down there once or twice this year, and that's all I turkey hunted. I didn't do much turkey hunting at all this year. But I figured since this camera's been down here for about 3 months now, it's probably dead. And I don't have any. I was on to just change the SD card out in it, take the card home, throw it on a laptop, and look at the pictures. But I don't have any extra SD cards that fit this camera with me. I've only got the little micro SD cards. I don't have any other actual SD cards. But I figured this camera's probably dead anyway, and I'll probably end up moving it as it already is. And so I'm gonna get on down here, and it's just a short walk, and it ain't far at all in the woods. Cause I walked all the way down here to the woods and walked down to the river and find a good sign down there. And I didn't plan on putting the camera down there. Then I figured, oh heck with it, might as well. Cause I came down here scouting, and I brought like 10 trail cameras. I was gonna put them all out that day and to go ahead and do my turkey scouting hog, and go ahead and start my deer scouting back in the spring, early spring. And brought like 10 cameras down here with me that day. I put this one out, and that was it. And I walked I think 9 miles that day, and I only put the one camera out. And I kind of wish I would have put other ones out, but it is what it is. So we're gonna grab this one up, and here shortly we'll be coming back down here to go deer scouting. Sorry if it's bumpy, I'm on this gravel road down through here, but I'll be coming back down here sometime pretty soon and actually getting ready for deer season, getting all my scouting out, seeing if I'm going to hunt the same spots I hunted last year and the years before that, or if I'm just going to change it up and hunt all new spots. I would like to get a couple new spots in. Then I came down here and log a little bit. But I would like to come down here and get some new spots, some backup spots, I guess, and try some old spots out that I've had a lot of success in for the last couple of years. I'm excited. It's only June, and boy, I'm ready for deer season to be here already. It's been a long time coming, but we're gonna get up. We're just about here at this spot. I'm looking at my Onyx where I've got it mapped out where I parked at last time. And so last time I come out here, it was just before springtime. There wasn't no leaves on the trees, no brush, nothing. And now it's just all grown up. So I've got to try to remember where I'm even at, where I even parked at, where I went in at. I guess I could park right here, maybe. Yeah, I think this is the spot. Let's get out and go find this camera. Hope it's still here. This little piece of the land right here, the public land, it's kind of right here on the edge between like two private lands, and I've never been in this section of woods before, So hopefully the camera's still here and nobody messed with it. Kayak, how you doing? Yeah, kayak's still here, so that's good. That's always a good thing when you get out and you see your kayak still in the back. Let's go try to find this camera. If I remember right, I put this camera on as I was walking back to the truck, I had found a decent trail that the deer and hogs use. And I think I just threw it up on that trail and said, heck with it, threw it on that trail and walked back up here to the truck. But it's so darn grown up in here now. I don't recognize none of this. Just because the only other time I've been out here, it was early spring. There wasn't no little plants, no leaves, no nothing. I also when I came down here to put cameras out, I was shed hunting that day too. I don't think I ended up finding any, but I do want to go to some new spots to shed hunt. So I'm pulling up my Onyx to see where this camera's even at. Let me go down this way. Run spider web all over the place. I tell you what, I've been using Onyx for, this ain't no paid sponsor, none of that stuff, but I've been using Onyx for a long time now. I'd say probably 8 to 10 years or so. And it's been the best thing since sliced bread. It has helped me out a lot. I am very forgetful, and before I would lose so many trail cameras, not the people taking them, I would just completely forget where I put them, and would never be able to find them. Now I've got this, I can mark every trail camera I've got out here. I can mark everything. Alright, where am I going? Come on. Well, I don't know. I can't press my little tracker button that shows me what direction I'm walking, because the bottom half of my phone, the screen don't work on it anymore, and so I can't click the little button I need. It shows me what direction I'm walking in, but that's alright. I think I kind of got an idea where we're going. I think it's just right down here. Maybe. And maybe somewhere around here. This is kind of like a hardwood pine mix, and there's a little creek that runs straight through it down here, and I put my camera not far from that creek, the actual creek itself. Heck, it's gonna be so grown up now, by the time I find the camera, it probably ain't pointing at nothing. It's probably pointing at a whole bunch of grown up stuff. I had it on the trail. Well, I thought it was on that tree right there. Did it fall off anywhere? Huh. Well, it's not on that tree. Either I done forgot or somebody got to it before I did. I want to say it's further down though. Let's keep walking. It might actually be up on that ridge. Y'all bear with me. Y'all ain't no help. Quit. I don't know. I ain't gonna be able to find it on my map. I can see the waypoint that I put, but I can't get my directions to show me how to get to it. So, just gonna have to hope for the best. I don't know if it's not over there. Let's go back up this way. Ouch. Okay. I don't know. Is it down there? Heck, I've still got GPS and everything else, and I still can't find these cameras I put out. I think it's on the back way. Be on the lookout for sheds while you're here. Alright. It says I'm getting close to it. I'm just about right on top of it. For what it says. Let's get on up here a little bit more. It might be out here in this opening where this trail runs into. This trail comes up here and kind of tees, or really goes into like a four-way. I put it right on it. On this trail. There it is. Look at there. Nice open, cleared out trail. Y'all probably can't tell. There's the camera. Good hog tracks on it. Alright. I'm gonna grab this camera off. Snap y'all around the neck. I just threw one of my cheap trail cameras out here just because I didn't really plan on doing too much out here. See, the battery's still alive on it. Damn it. Oh. Well, that ain't good. I'm gonna say there ain't no pictures on it. That sucks. Looks like it's got an issue with the SD card. Let me try and see. Oh, it's got 33 pictures on it. Well, I think I'm still going to take it down. I can't really look at the pictures too good right now. I really don't know if I'm going to be deer hunting out here on this side or not of the property. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it down, and once I get home I can look up, I can put the card in the computer, look at all the pictures, and if I like what I see, I can come scout the spot back out, and for deer hunting wise, or keep it in my back pocket as a backup plan spot. But we're gonna head on to the truck and get out of this hot, humid woods, get back in the air conditioning. I just gotta find my way back to the truck. Armadillos. Just hang out. Within either this month or next month, we're gonna be coming back out here. I don't know if I'll be coming back to this spot or not, but it'll be time to start deer scouting, which most of the time I would have already done most of my deer scouting come early spring, before it gets hot. But most of the time I'll go deer scouting and turkey scouting at the same time, and throw a shed hunting there while I'm doing all that, or I'll shed hunt while I'm out here turkey hunting. This year's been a busy year, and I ain't been able to get out too much, but that's all right. We're still gonna make it happen. Whoa. So just be on the lookout for maybe this month, probably next month in July. Even though it's gonna suck because it's gonna be so hot, but I'd say probably July will be coming back down here and doing all of our deer scouting, checking on old spots that we used to hunt, and I'll throw up a whole bunch of trail cameras and go from there and try to bring a good deer season this year for y'all. I killed, I want to say like 2. How many deer did I kill last year? I want to say, I think I killed 2 deer last year, and that was it. Which ain't a good season, because we need at least like 3 deer just to last me and my wife for stuff, because we don't really buy no beef and all that stuff no more now. That stuff's so expensive. We live off of deer meat now. We've been doing it ever since. I've done it just about since I started hunting back when I was little. And then I kind of introduced it to her whenever we got together and got her hooked on it and whatnot. So we ain't got to buy beef or nothing. But as I was saying, we need about, get the air going, we need about at least like 3 deer to last us until the next deer season. So last year I killed 2, and we're out of deer meat. Just about. We've got a little bit of like cube steak and stuff like that left, but ain't really got no burger. I process all my deer myself, and I've got a little bit of burger left, I think, and like a little bit of like breakfast sausage that I made with it, and then some like cube steak and stuff like that. But our deep freezer is getting empty, so we've tried to make it last, just because I only killed 2 last year. Last year wasn't the best season for me, at least, but 2's better than none, I guess. But well, I guess that's gonna be it for today's video. I know it was kind of started out as a carp fishing video. It's supposed to be a carp fishing video. That didn't really happen, so we'll try again another day for that. but I'm kind of starting to shift towards deer scouting and stuff now, which is why I decided to come out here today, because I passed this place going home, because it's the this property backs up to the river and lake that I fish at down there. So I decided just to make a 5-minute drive up the road, come up here real quick, get this camera out. Now I can go home and check it, and I'll pop some of the pictures up on here. But other than that, y'all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see y'all on the next one. We're gonna get out of here and get on back home.